Welcome to Heavy Metal Monday. Hey, it's Mike Caprileone coming here live from Varsity House Gym. Welcome back to another edition of Heavy Metal Monday. Last week we started talking of part one of our part 4 series of our lower and upper body mobility with our hip and shoulder strengthening series. Part 1 last week was on our lower mobility exercises, where I had a list of exercises that I showed you, and a little bit of an exercise index that you guys can execute with your athletes and clients. And today we're going to continue that series, and today is part 2, which is going to be our hip strengthening series. This is where we're going to look to improve our abductor and adductor strength, our medial hamstring and groin strength, which is very vital and important for your junior level athletes and your female level athletes. After the show, make sure you stay tuned for my heavy metal song of the week. Let's do it. Okay guys, those are just a few of the hip exercises I do here at Varsity House Gym. Not only are they going to help you improve your abductor and your adductor strength, but also your glute strength, especially with the glute bridges and single leg glute bridges. And these are things that are very important to utilize in your program, especially with the younger athletes and female athletes, because you may not be able to, squat them as heavy as you would like, or load up their bar, or load up their spine. They're not ready for that yet. So these are a great way to, improve some of those areas without any real spinal loading, low impact type stuff. Also, this is great stuff that I do a lot with the athletes before our big training session to get those smaller muscles warmed up and ready to go for our bigger major muscle groups. And that's also something that I like to do is also at the end of the session. So if you know that you didn't hit it in the beginning, maybe at the end of your hard training session you kind of finish off with 25 single leg glute bridges, 25 double leg glute bridges, and maybe 25 to 40 bird dogs. Be creative. These are just some exercises I like to use here. Take them, be creative with your set and rep scheme. Remember, we talked about in part 1 last week, these are not exercises that are made to gas you out. They're just to get some blood flow, get you warmed up, and get yourself ready to go. Okay, now we're going to move on to my heavy metal song of the week. Okay guys, for my heavy metal song of the week, we're going to stay with the theme. I said this is going to be a part 4 series of where I'm doing the lower body, upper body mobility, and the hip strengthening and the shoulder strengthening exercises. So I'm going to kind of stay with that theme. Last week I did a cover song by the band Korn, or they covered Jimi Hendrix's version of Purple Haze. So I'm going to stay with the theme the next few weeks with some cover songs, and I'm going to go to one of my all-time favorite cover songs, and that's by a band called Five Finger Death Punch. They do a song called Bad Company. It is a fantastic cover song, one of my all-time favorites. This was a song that we listened to all the time a few years ago when me and the guys from Varsity House, me and Coach Joe, you may know him as the show host of the Beef Lab, the podcast on every Sunday. Me and Coach Dan, you know him from Jailhouse Fridays, and another coach of ours that we have, Coach Nick. We all went out to West Side Barbell and trained out there for 4 days with those guys, and it was a lot of fun. It was awesome, learned a lot, and kind of like the song theme of that whole trip was Bad Company. We put together like a whole montage video training out there, and that song was part of the montage video. It's a great song, Bad Company. I saw them, Five Finger Death Punch, a few years ago. I talked about seeing Godsmack and Five Finger Death Punch, and that was my all-time favorite concert I've ever been to. That was at Hammerstein Ballroom. They opened up for Godsmack. They played that song. A lot of fun. They've been doing a lot of things, a lot of collaborations. They just came out with another new album, and they're kind of on top of the heavy metal world right now. They just got off the tour. So great band, great song, great cover song. Go check that out. I hope you guys enjoy my hip strengthening exercises today. Make sure to keep checking back, because I got another 2 parts of this 4-part series. Now we're going to work a little bit more of the upper body mobility and our shoulder strengthening exercises as well. Okay, if you like what you saw today, make sure to hit the like button. Okay, if you have any questions or comments, please get to me and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Make sure you check us out at varsityhousegym.com, and I'll see you guys all next week. Until then, stay heavy.